She is out with a new album, which you might want to check out. And again, SheilaGreenland.com. Well, moving on now, we hate to say it, but after 831 Lance's journals, Lance is moving on.
Yeah, he's turning a new chapter in his life, his career as well, and leaving 1011. But not before we get a chance to highlight his contributions to the station. Good to have you here, Lance.
It's good to be here, friends. It's a pretty crazy day. 17 years later, it's kind of hard to believe.
I know, it's unbelievable. And you have been doing this for 17 years now, is that right?
Yes. We go back to the early part of the century. And it was my old friend, Randy Luby. He was the news director here, and he kind of came up with this whole Lance's Video Journal idea. So I credit him, and I thank 1011. They have given me an amazing voice to share all of these stories, so I can never thank them enough.
I know you've prepared some video highlights for us today because you've covered so many events, so many people, and touched so many lives.
Oh my goodness, I have gotten to go so many places, and you know I'm from Fall City. This is my state. I love Nebraska, and I got to go through to all these places, and it was really crazy looking back. It's hard to believe after 831 editions of Lance's Journal, like, you know, going to the Clown Museum. It's one of those things, like, it's fun to look back and see all of these people that I got to share their stories with.
Disappear.
It's fun just to watch these. Kind of get carried away.
It really is. I got to go down to Alamo Bowl there and do a little San Antonio with Kevin Suits. It's been a remarkable journey, and I think about like Jerry Taggy right there. Got to do stories on my Huskers, and anything and everything I wanted to do, I got to go do it. And I feel so fortunate, you know?
Yeah, really. And I know you are such a great photographer. And so a lot of people, I think, maybe don't realize, and or they do, that you put these all together. You shot them, you edited them. These are your babies, all these stories, right?
Yeah, just like my half-court shot there that I shot a few times at Ravenna. It's one of those things. My tripod was my best friend, like you, John. I have done a lot of my own shooting and editing, and that's what really has allowed me to put my fingerprints all over these stories, so I'm very proud of that.
Yes, yes. So where are you going now? What is your next step?
Well, I love Lincoln, so I'm not going too far away, but I'm going to enter the marketing world, and I'm going to be a videographer, as I just stated. I love the shooting and the editing, and that's what I'm going to get to do, and hopefully that'll be a nice next chapter to my journey.
Yeah, yes. And I know you've been treating it that way, you know, turning the page to a new chapter in your life, and that's kind of an exciting moment.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's a little melancholy because, you know, looking back on all those stories, it just reminds me of all the places that I've gotten to go and the people I've gotten to meet. You know, I think 831 journals, 444 Our Town stories later, I've met a lot of people, the best and the brightest of Nebraska, and I will never, ever forget it. And it was a tremendous opportunity.
Yep, friends forever with these folks.
Absolutely.
I know, and you're going to talk more here about memories a little bit later in the show.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
All righty.
Thank you, Lance.
One more Pure Nebraska is on the way.
We're going to check out the weather after the break, but first your farm markets.